From our 22 News Broadcast Center, this is 22 News in Focus. Today, Decision 2012. A debate with the Democratic candidates for the Massachusetts 2nd District seat in the United States House of Representatives. Here's Laura Hutchinson.
Good Sunday and welcome to a special Decision 2012 edition of 22 News in Focus. I'm Laura Hutchinson. 22 News has been bringing you live debates of the political candidates hoping for your vote in the primary election on Thursday, September 6th. And today we're focusing on the race for Massachusetts' 2nd Congressional District seat in the U.S. House of Representatives. Redistricting means the seat currently held by Congressman Jim McGovern will now cover parts of the Upper Pioneer Valley. McGovern is running for re-election, and he joins us today. William Feegbeh, a Democrat from Worcester, is trying to unseat him. Both candidates have agreed to participate in our Lincoln-Douglas-style debate today. The way this will work is each candidate will have 30 seconds to ask the other candidate a question. There will be 60 seconds to answer that question. Then the candidate who asked the question will have 30 seconds for a rebuttal. And as determined by a drawing, Mr. Feegbeh will start us off with opening remarks today. Each candidate will have 1 minute each. So, Mr. Feegbeh, when you're ready, you have 1 minute. You may begin.
Hi, my name is William Feegbeh, and I'm from Worcester, and I went to school in Boston. I have a bachelor's degree in political science, master in education in the student in Cambridge College, and I'm running for United States Congress because the district is being held by James McGovern, but Congressman McGovern, he's not doing well in the district with certain things. So I'm trying to see if I can be elected for the district and help people in the district.
Okay, if you're all set, Congressman, you have 1 minute now for your opening remarks.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to the citizens of the newly drawn 2nd Congressional District. You know, many of the new cities and towns in this district have, over the years, been ably represented by my colleagues in Congress, Congressman Richie Neal and Congressman John Olver, two wonderful friends, but also two great teachers who have taught me a lot about the challenges and the needs and the successes of the communities in the Pioneer Valley. Since the redistricting occurred last November, I've made over 200 campaign stops throughout the new district, and it has been an absolute pleasure. I have visited some of the finest colleges and universities in the world that are located in Amherst and Northampton. I had a great visit up to Greenfield Community College not too long ago. I have visited farms and small businesses, senior centers, town halls. I've been to countless coffee shops, and I've tried to listen and learn about what the needs are here. I believe the federal government can play a role in helping promote economic revitalization. I want to go back to Washington to be able to help this area grow economically and create more jobs.
Okay, very good. Thank you both so much. And as determined by a drawing, Mr. Feegbeh, you'll be asking our first question today. You have 30 seconds for that question.
Yeah, Mr. Congressman Jim McGovern, I would like to know what is your platform? What is your platform running for the re-election?
Well, I've been pretty clear on my platform. One is I want to go to Washington to end this senseless war in Afghanistan that's costing us so much in human life, and we're borrowing $8 billion a month to pay for it. I want to go back to Washington to fight alongside of President Obama for his jobs bill, to put more people back to work, to invest in infrastructure, to invest in our farms. I also want to go back to Washington to fight against something that I think is terribly corrupting in our political process, and that is the money in politics. I think the Supreme Court made a horrible decision with their Citizens United case, which allows corporations to dump unlimited amounts of money into our political campaigns. I think we need to take the money out of politics, so I'm for comprehensive campaign finance reform. That's just a few of the things I'm for.
Mr. Feegbeh, you have a 30-second rebuttal.
Mr. McGovern, I would like to know...
I'm sorry, this is a rebuttal, so you can respond to points that he's brought up if you'd like.
Oh, okay. He just mentioned about you want to go back to Washington, D.C. to make sure that, because he said you want to go back to Washington, D.C., and to help people in the district, because the district have been redid the district, so you've been around. But I would like to know whether, are you saying that that's all you're planning to do to go back to Washington, D.C. again, because people are staying in the district, the other area being occupying, people stay there, they're not having what they need. And now you want to come more over to take care of the whole district for the new district.
Okay, that's time.
Yeah. Well,
all right, Congressman, you have 30 seconds for a question now.
Yeah. I guess my question to you, Mr. Feegbeh, going back to one of the passions I have about ending these wars, I'm against needless wars. I think this war in Afghanistan has cost us too much. I've been pressuring my colleagues in Congress. I've been the leader in Congress in the effort to try to end the war. I've been trying to persuade President Obama to bring our troops home now, not at some future date, but now. This war is costing us a lot in terms of blood and treasure. Would you agree with me that we should end this war in Afghanistan now?
Yes, a part of my platform for the war, I said that make it a fool. I said the war, when I go to Washington, D.C., while representing the district, I will make sure I work with President Obama and Joe Biden to bring the troops home. And those troops that will come home, they have all the immunity that they need.
Well, Mr. Feegbeh, you should be supporting me because I've been the leader in Congress. It has been the McGovern amendments that have been brought up every time the defense bill has been discussed on the House floor to end the wars in Afghanistan. I believe that enough is enough. The government of Afghanistan is one of the most corrupt governments in the world. We should end this war. We should bring our troops home now, and we should actually invest more in our country here rather than more over there.
Mr. Feegbeh, your question.
Mr. McGovern, Congressman McGovern, I know you're trying to get a re-election. You're trying to be re-elected to go back to Washington, D.C. But here is the problem. Say you've been a congressman in the district. What have you been doing in the district on affordable housing?
I've done a lot on affordable housing, Mr. Feegbeh. And maybe you don't know about this because you haven't been living in the district very long. You ran for mayor of Boston and ran for state senator out in Boston. But if you lived in our district more, you would know that I brought tens of millions of dollars back to my current 3rd Congressional District for affordable housing. I've been out front and trying to provide relief to people who are under the threat of foreclosure because of this terrible financial crisis. And I'm also a big advocate and a big supporter of the home mortgage interest tax deduction, which a lot of the Republicans right now want to eliminate. So I've been out, I'm really proud of my record on affordable housing, and I'd be happy to show you all the projects that I've been involved with. Again, you may not know that because you haven't lived in either the 2nd or 3rd district for very long.
Mr. Feegbeh, your rebuttal.
Yeah, to be offering Mr. McGovern, I know you come over here and say you've been doing well with affordable housing. I do agree with that. I do agree some of them. But I had some people in the district when I was looking for singles to get my name on the ballot. They told me, say, Mr. McGovern, take this job to be a 9-to-5 job. He don't take it as a congressman. No. Some of them say they don't even know you that well.
Well, you obviously don't know me, Mr. Feegbeh, because it's not a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you can't rebut the rebuttal.
Let me ask Mr. Feegbeh this question. You know, one of the things that I have come to appreciate is the importance of agriculture in Massachusetts. Agriculture is an important part of our economy, especially in the newly drawn 2nd Congressional District. I'm on the Agriculture Committee. And one of the things that I've been concerned about is that some in the USDA want to change the definition of rural so that it would exclude a lot of the family farms in Massachusetts because they're too close to an urban census tract. So they'd be excluded from being able to take advantage of some of the programs. I think rural means something different in Massachusetts than it does in South Dakota. I wonder if you
And that's time. Mr. Feegbeh, your response.
Yeah, if I began United States Congress, I've been trying through all the districts. I see a lot of farm around the district, and I myself too, I understand about farming. So one time I was traveling, I met some people on the farm, I was speaking with them. So if I began United States Congress, I would be one of the strong advocates for farmers in Washington, D.C. to help people in the 2nd Congressional District who try to make farm.
Okay, Congressman, your rebuttal.
Well, I'm on the Agriculture Committee, and I've been leading the effort not only to protect our family farms, but also to protect the safety net. Republicans have tried to cut $16.5 billion out of food stamps, and I've been the leader in trying to push back on that. But I believe we should have a 50-state farm policy, and Massachusetts is an important agricultural state, and I'm looking forward to going back to Washington to be on the Agriculture Committee to be a champion for the farms here in the Pioneer Valley.
Okay, very good. And we have come to the halfway point in our program. We are going to take a short break, so stay with us. You are watching a special edition of Decision 2012, 22 News in Focus.